Like, what's that extra 10 grand for?
Well, I think it was towards the Pella thing and then the supplemental you're on.
But even if the 10 grand was towards
You're
the Pella
supposed to be
thing,
on right now.
yeah, I just pressed it. Even if it was towards the Pella thing, it's still not covering it all.
I discussed that.
Hello, hello. Hi, Sissy. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see everyone today. Hi, Jen. Hello, hello, lovely people. How's everyone doing?
Back.
Hope everyone's having a great day. I wonder what's so. Hello, hello. I'm doing well. I could stand to have a few more hours in my day.
No, you can't. You could stand to have a few less things to do.
So whenever I said that, my moderator said, no, you could stand to have a few less things to do. So that is why when I actually I put out there that I was going to be live, because if people are expecting me, I mean, it's in a good way. So many, hello, Brittany, so many things going on, so many opportunities are coming my way. So I'm very thankful for it all. But just like my calendar is a hot mess. So I was like, I need to get control of that. I need to have some things I have to move around to squeeze some other things in, and whew. And I have an issue. You want to know what my issue is? I want to help all the people. I do not have time to help all the people, but I want to help all the people. Thank y'all for liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you doing that. So thank you, Jaylene. I think your name is Jaylene. This card read is going to be for you. I'm going to do it the way I did it the other day. I'm just not going to get caught up in it. I'm absolutely going to stop and do some spirit led in a little while. But I'm going to ask Jaylene to go live, and I'm going to do the card reading that way. Okay, Jaylene, here we go. I'm asking you to go live. Let's see if she can accept that. Hopefully she's not at work, hiding in a closet somewhere. Let's see, let's see. Is Jaylene going to accept? Okay, I invited her. Let's see. She hasn't accepted yet. All right. I guess Jaylene can't go live today. Did she say anything? Oh, here she is. Hi, Jaylene.
Hi, I'm so sorry. The Amazon delivery driver knocked on my door, so I had to come running. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Give me a quick second. I'm going to run to my room because my kids are in the living room.
Okay, no problem. I was trying to do a healing on someone earlier, so I'm in meditation like this, and I think 3 people rang my doorbell during that time. I was like, look, what's wrong with you people? Oh, here, while she's running to her bedroom, you want to see the visitor today? Look, there's Miss Hera. You want to see Miss Hera? Look, hi, Hera. Can you say hi? Look. Oh, let's wipe that eyeball. We always wipe into my eyeballs, huh? I don't know if anyone else has Great Danes, but good grief, their eyes. I wipe their eyes so many times a day. It's crazy. All right, Miss Jaylene, what can I give you direction on with the cards?
Well, I had to exit your live because they rang on the doorbell, so I missed on what you said.
Okay, I'm going to give you a card read because,
Okay.
and I was thanking you for sharing my live. I don't know if you've ever noticed when people share my live, I just pick someone and give them a card read. So I'm doing it different now. I'm letting people come live with me, and I'm doing a specific card read to a question you have or a subject area you want direction on. So what would you like direction on?
I really don't know.
That's fine. We'll do a general one.
I'll take anything.
Okay, we'll just do a general one then. That is a very fair answer that you want a general reading. So let's see right there. Did y'all hear that? Get sticky. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, wow. Okay, so now as y'all heard me talk about I use tarot and the original Rider-Waite type. And it's broken into 2 components, the major arcana and the minor arcana. Major arcana is just the bigger action, lots of energy. All 4 of your cards come from the major arcana, which means you have a lot going on. The first card is the Justice card. The Justice card is really about, it has Libran energy to it. So it's about finding balance, fairness, and harmony. And you really strive for that. You really strive to find balance and harmony in your life. It hasn't always been easy for you, but you took some time out. The Hangman is net. You took some time out. You're getting better about sitting with yourself. You're getting better about being in those surrendering moments and really figuring out what your soul is leading you to do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm hearing that you're doing a really good job of that because the next card is the Star card. The Star card is really about hope and calm and finding purpose, and not only about feeding your own soul, but feeding others' soul. It's about having good fortune, really opening up to spirituality, and you're starting a new path when it comes to your spirituality. You've really been sitting with it for a while. You have, I'm seeing, tried a different avenues that didn't really fit with you. And so now you're starting a journey, you're starting a new journey when it comes to your spirituality and just opening it up to what the universe is bringing your way. Does that make sense? Okay, so now, do you have any questions in relation to that reading?
No. No, I don't.
I feel like you do. Why is Spirit saying she has a question? She's just not saying it.
Oh no, it's not really a question. It was my mom's 5th year anniversary yesterday, and we gathered together. That's all. That's what I have in mind. That's all I can think of.
Very good. So now let's put this in relation to what I just said to Jaylene in relation to what she just told me, right? That she was trying to find a new balance. Now, they just had the 5th year of her mom's passing. Y'all heard the emotion in her voice when she was talking about it. It's been 5 years. She's still trying to find balance from that, right? You have learned the only way you can find balance is to take time out to yourself.
Yes.
Very few people understand what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
That has given you a way. Your mom's passing has left you craving peace and harmony in a way that very few things can.
Yeah.
And you are doing that by really, I would say, questioning your spirituality, just questioning how you want to navigate this earth, questioning what things resonate with you and what doesn't. Also, for whatever reason, yesterday, that 5-year anniversary was like a kicking off point to you starting a new journey. Something about coming up on this 5th year has really solidified some choices that you were going to make in your life and how you want to navigate. Does that make sense? All right. Thank you, Miss Jaylene. All right. So,
Sissy's been shot.
read her yesterday. All right. That was a fun read. Let's do another one. I want to thank everyone who is joining me right now. Make sure thank y'all for the wings. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. Thank y'all for sharing and liking my live. And thank you for the gift, Jacob. I appreciate that. I will be getting to Spirit Led here in a moment. We'll do a couple more card reads. This card read is going to be for Jacob. Thank you for the gift. And then we are going to go with Wander with Soul. I will make sure I get Spirit Led in. Now, why am I saying that over and over? Because yesterday I just did card reads. I was doing this and I just kept helping people and doing card reads. And I received a note yesterday. And then someone physically said to me that they missed the Spirit Led, that there's so many people out there doing cards and they missed my connection with Spirit. So here you go, Jacob. Let's see if you can go live. Oh, he was popping on. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Christy, how are you today?
Good. Now, is there a direction? Is there a question you have, an area you want me to read about, or you just want a general reading?
Yeah, if you could maybe look into my
career and future living situation.
Let's go. Let's do this career and future living situation. What you do, it's right there. Oh, didn't even let me finish. You say what you're in your head, what you want direction on, and you shuffle until the energy leads the cards. Okay, wow. Okay. I'm so sorry, Jacob. You've been going through a rough time.
Yeah, a bit.
Yes, a little bit. So let's get down to what am I seeing. The first card here is the Seven of Wands. Wands is really, it's that fire energy. It's fast moving energy. It's about challenges and competition and perseverance. You can see how this gentleman has his one wand and he's having to defend himself against these other ones. For whatever reason, have you noticed that people usually don't see you for who you are? They see you for who they think you are. Have you noticed that? Has that been a theme in your life?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yes. I'm feeling that. So you read these cards first of the meaning of them, but then you lean into them intuitively. And so I was like, what is he defending himself against? I just could feel myself getting so frustrated and saying, that I wouldn't do that. That's not who I am. So for whatever reason, people don't see you for who you are. They see this persona, who they think you are. I am also hearing that you need to change directions in your life, like what you think, where you think you're headed. You almost need to wipe the slate clean and head in the other direction. I know that because the next one is a Knight of Swords, and he's actually not headed in a direction you would normally go. He's headed in the opposite direction, which is a sign that you need to kind of change your career path a little bit, change where your ambitions lie. What do you currently do?
I was laid off my job, so right now I'm just doing like gig work. But previously I worked in the tech industry and like software sales, and I'm not really interested in going back to that.
Yeah. I'm not feeling that at all. Okay, so I'm going to get to what just dropped in intuitively, but let me finish this reading and then we'll get to that. Okay, so the next card, I'm hearing that, yeah, you do need to change. So you're saying that you're not really feeling going back to what you were doing, and you're absolutely correct on that. And I think it's great that you've taken this little break and kind of broken up the energy and have just been laying low. What I want you to work on next is, now that you've kind of laid low, you've been working on a little bit of energy here and there, is work on your mindset energy. Those negative thoughts have taken hold, and even though you are working on them, you're trying to get control of them, you have some self-imposed restrictions. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, I've really been trying to change that and, practice mindfulness techniques and kind of get rid of stress and not worry. So it is something I'm working on.
Absolutely. Continue down that path. Now, what I'm seeing is, and then I'll tell you what I got intuitively earlier, but I know it's going to work out because we're ending here with the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a very positive card. Pentacles is always about jobs or your spiritual walk on this planet. I mean, your solid walk on this planet, but this is about jobs for you. And it's your long-term view. It's saying that your hard work and perseverance is going to pay off. Have you ever thought of pharmaceutical cells?
No, I don't really believe in the pharmaceutical industry. So just ethically, I don't think that's something that I would pursue.
So even after you said that's not something you would pursue, I looked at Spirit and I tried to change it and I still couldn't. So let's think about how I'm getting something that you're like, yeah, no, I couldn't do that. It doesn't resonate with me. This is where we want to make sure that we are allowing the energies to flow. Maybe it is a company who is up and coming and they look at pharmaceuticals in a more ethical manner. Maybe it is not necessarily pharmaceuticals, but it's selling some equipment in hospitals. Does that make sense?
Okay, like medical devices.
Yes, medical devices, because who said that?
Brittany
just said that. Okay, looks like someone else is on board with that also, because Honestly, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I would be dead if it wasn't for some of the medical devices that are in some of our hospitals. Do I do a lot of homeopathic things? Absolutely. Would I be sitting here without Western medicine? No, I would not. So let spirit work in a way of, you know what? I don't resonate with that part of pharmaceuticals. And I'm also hearing don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. So let them play. And how are you going to come across this job? I'm seeing someone randomly mentioning it to you. I'm seeing someone that you are not even talking about a job. You're not even talking about wanting to go to work at their company. And they're like, hey, Jacob, man, such and such is hiring. Have you thought about doing that? It's going to come through word of mouth. You are going to have to apply for it and work and pull strings to get in, but make sure when that synchronicity drops in, you're paying attention.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you. You
All
didn't
right.
feel any energy like around going back to the military at all, the Air Force?
Okay. So whenever you're feeling into energy, sometimes people think that there is one way to do something. I don't feel like you would be happy. I tried to make it work because I have a daughter who's active duty. My husband was active duty for 28 years. I'm a big supporter of our military. I don't think you would be happy.
Gotcha.
Again, but leave the synchronicity open.
Okay.
Like if all of a sudden you're getting all these positive feelings, you have a dream about, and someone in military is coming, in the military uniform is coming to you. I could be wrong. It doesn't happen often, but I can be.
Excellent. Okay.
How's everyone else feeling? We're going to ask everyone else. How's everyone else feeling about Jacob going into the military? Were you in the military before?
Yes, I was in the Army, and now I'm was pursuing the Air Force, but there's been some hiccups and delays in getting enlisted, so it's still like in process.
Mm-hmm. It's funny on here. Someone just commented, I engineer medical device, and it's the most rewarding job ever. So it's funny that that's what I'm feeling. We've had a lot of people on here commenting about what I just said to you, and you said there's been some hiccups on joining, and I'm hearing those hiccups don't make sense. Did the hiccups not make sense? Like, you're like, what do you mean? What?
Yeah, one of them was like, because I had like a false positive on a TB test like 12 years ago, and so like they made me jump through all these extra hoops and testing and stuff when I've never had any issues with this.
And that's the
In
kind
the
of weird
military
things I'm talking
at that
about.
time.
Like, it's almost, and I do want to tell everyone listening and Jacob that sometimes when those things are put in front of us, they are just a sign for us to persevere. But when they keep happening over and over, we really need to sit with them. Like, are they trying to change my path? Is this really the way I'm supposed to? Is this the direction I'm supposed to be going in?
Gotcha. Okay. And then I was considering like there's like this regenerative farm that has like a work trade program, and I was thinking of like living there part-time and then maybe working somewhere part-time. And that could be just like a temporary thing.
I was going to say that doesn't feel bad, but it feels very temporary. Very temporary.
Yeah.
I think it sounds fun. I got a little bit excited, but I also felt like it was like short-lived, very short-lived.
Yeah. I think I would have tried it maybe just for like the seasonal thing, just a temporary thing.
I was here in just a couple of months.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right. Okay. So now this, okay, Wander with Soul. This reading is for you. Thank you for sharing my live. If you're watching and you haven't done so yet, please click that follow button. After this card read, we are going to roll into Spirit Led. All right, Wander with Soul. Where did you go? Oh, you popped up. I was about to click your name and you popped off my screen. Let me go back up to you. Here we go. I'm going to ask you to go live. Hi, Wonderful.
Can you hear me?
I can. Have I read you before?
Yes. I was in the
Divine Collective. I'm Stella.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you look familiar from your profile picture. All right, very good. Here we go. So is there a subject area you want direction on?
Yes, career, please.
Career. Let's do some career for Stella. Oh, nope, not quite. It's getting sticky. I thought it was telling me to stop, but it didn't. It just got sticky. Right there. All right. Oh, wow. My favorite card just came up.
The strength card.
You can tell Stella's been watching me for a while. She said the strength card. Yes, the strength card is my favorite. If y'all been around me long, you know that's that's one of my favorite cards. Okay, the first card is the star card, which it just came up for someone earlier, so you might have heard me talk about it. The star card is about hope and calm, and really, it's a good omen for the future. Right after that is the Fool card. So there is a direction that you've been thinking about going. What has been on your mind about starting or doing?
Yeah, I feel like I've been trying to push like a more, I guess, regular job, whereas like I'm thinking about, I don't know, kind of more like divine feminine alchemy, helping people transform their shadows, and that's where my mind goes like when I think about it, because I keep trying to push these regular jobs, but obviously it doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't feel right, so I'm just trying to keep my mind open to everything.
Very good. So I'm hearing with the Fool card, that's a new journey. It's about a new beginning and trusting in life and having faith. And so when I tap into this card, I was like, what direction are we going here? And I'm seeing you straddling both worlds. I'm actually seeing you doing both. And so you have a regular job. I was like, why is she having a regular job if she's not feeling filled to do that? And so sometimes we have regular jobs and they don't necessarily fulfill our soul at that moment, but they're giving us, like when I look back over my life, all the jobs I have are playing a huge part in my business right now, whether it was teaching college, going to college, whatever it was. So I might not have been fulfilled at that moment, but they're playing a part in where I am right now. Also, I'm hearing that for whatever reason, you need benefits right now. And so I'm assuming you're not married.
No.
Okay, yeah. So I'm hearing that you need a job right now with benefits. And you're straddling both worlds. So you're going to, there's something on his ear. You need that job so you have benefits while you're building this other section. So does that make sense? Can you straddle both of those worlds for a while?
Yes, I can.
And then I'm hearing to have strength. That's the card that I was to make sure you're keeping with your courage and your passion and understanding that your dreams are going to come true. It's just going to take a little bit longer than what you wanted them to. And that's the story of my life. Oh, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So make sure you are keeping your eye on the goal. I can feel the frustration. You're absolutely meant to do what you want to do, but you're just going to straddle these two worlds for a while. Also, don't discard some of the energies around you. You have everything you need in front of you, but you're just feeling disconnected.
Yeah.
That's what this Four of Cups means. Is there someone around you who you feel like maybe you've been taking for granted? You're not really leaning into the support they're offering you?
Yeah, probably.
This is just a sign to kind of lean into them. I do see that what you want to do is going to come to fruition. It's just going to take a little while. And in the meantime, I'm seeing you straddling both of these worlds. Make sure when you're looking for a job, I'm hearing it's very important for you right now to have those benefits. So make sure I know, isn't that only in America? Or do we talk about jobs in reference of having good benefits, right?
Is that like an omen about my health?
Have you been having health problems?
I mean, none that jump out, but I guess there's things that I've always dealt with that I could like go get help or go see somebody about.
Very good. I would say that's it. Because I wasn't feeling that you were necessarily sick, but I was feeling that you needed to be tweaked. So that would make sense that there's some ongoing things that you could get. Maybe it could help you work at a higher vibration because your physicality is kind of bringing you down because there's some things you're dealing with. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Of course. You have a great evening. All right. Thank you, Miss Stella. All right. So we're about to roll into some spirit led. Are y'all ready for some spirit led? I know y'all are, right? Make sure that y'all are checking out. I have a free event coming up. Oh, my moderator just put it in there. On July 18th at 6 p.m. as a free event with the Divine Collective. You do not have to be a member of the Divine Collective to join that. We will have, we'll be talking about what it is, how you navigate it, where, if you want to join the Divine Collective and you're like, okay, what does that include? I will show you how you navigate it, where everything is housed, how you join. Like, where do you get the Zoom link for because we meet 3 times a month. We have a general reading. Everyone gets to come and play with cards, not just me, but other people. And then we have some kind of teaching in July. It's going to be chakras. So join that on July 18th. You do have to go to my website and register so you can get the Zoom link for it. So you go to Christy Godwin Psychic Medium under events and you will see it there. All right. Let's roll into some spirit led. My watch just went off. It says, I've been sitting at my desk for several hours now because I was in back-to-back appointments and my watch just told me to get off my butt. Does anyone else have one of those watches that tells them to get off their butt? Go walk. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Yes, me and my business partner wrote Awakening Your Path. I know, right, Stacy? Those watches are very bossy. It's like, I don't want to get off my butt. So there. Okay. This first person kicking us off. I'm hearing a TR name around them, Trevor or Travis. This gentleman is letting me know he grew up in a small town. I'm hearing a one-horse town. It wasn't a one-horse town, but it was very small. He's showing me it had less than like 2,000 people in this small town that he grew up in. And he loved it. He's saying that everyone knew everyone, but you couldn't get away with anything. You had to be careful. People would be calling your mama and ratting you out. He's letting me know that he had a truck that he worked on all the time. Like he was always working on this truck to keep it running. It was also a hobby. I'm seeing a lot of dust. So there was a lot of dirt roads in this town that him and his friends would go down because I'm seeing a lot of dust. I'm seeing him driving and there's dust coming up behind him and just rolling all up in the cab of his truck. So he had his windows down all the time. He was a thin guy. He's letting me know he was thin. He's also, I'm feeling he passed early and I had to sit with it for a minute because it's like, he was young. He was young, but he also passed from an illness. I felt like it was kind of in this area. I'm just feeling such shock over this diagnosis. So this diagnosis wasn't something that his lifestyle created because there's such shock around it. And he was young. This gentleman is also letting me know that I thought someone was about to claim it. Someone's asking me a psychic question. He's also letting me know that he worked non-skilled labor. So that's his words, not mine. Non-skilled labor. That is such a weird way of putting things. I'll tell you, I will have people, spirits tell me things. It's like, why aren't we putting it that way? Okay, so let me recap this gentleman. Let's see if we can get him claimed. I'm hearing a TR name around him, like Travis or Trevor. He's letting me know he's from a small town, had less than a couple of thousand friends. He drove a truck, an old truck that he was always working on. This truck also had the small town he grew up in had dirt roads. I guess he is showing me dirt always. So backwoods. He loved those dirt roads, those backwoods. My son was named after a Travis, his dad's best friend. I think we're with Stacy here. All right, Miss Stacy. Oh, Miss Stacy, it's not letting me ask you to go live. So can you request to go live with me and I will accept it? So click on the people down at the bottom. It says guest and it's a blue person and a pink person. Click on that, invite me to go live and I will, there we go. Good job, Miss Stacy. You did a good job. Hi, Fern. Hi, Amy. Oh, what happened? I accepted you, Miss.
It popped and it went away.
Yeah, you popped off. Try it again, Miss Stacy. You popped on and then it went away, so I'm not quite sure what happened. Here, let's try it again. Accept. Let's see what happens. There we go. She's coming back. Hi,
Back.
Stacy.
Hello.
Know what happened there. So you think this is your son?
No, it's my son was named after my husband's best friend that passed away when they were 20 years old. That's where my son got the name. That's the only Travis I really know. And then you started talking about him, and I live in West Virginia. There's lots of dirt roads. He did die very young.
Okay, very good. Now, you said he was in a car accident?
Yeah.
Was there like a, you probably don't know.
It was sudden, and I know there was fire involved. It was his chest.
Okay,
it
good.
was
That's what I was looking for, is the chest, because I'm feeling
it was an impact. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now your son is still on planet, but your son was named after the Travis that is in
Yes.
Europe. I was just asking the spirit where he was going as he talked. Okay, first he wants to address your husband. You're still married to his friend?
I'm not, but we have a very good relationship.
Okay, very good. So you're in touch with him.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so for one thing, his friend, when you said y'all aren't together, his friend was like, that is a dumb ass man.
Oh, thank you, Travis. Yes, he was.
Yes.
We were both dumb, so yeah.
But he's letting me know. I mean, his friend is very much laying, yes, it takes two to tango, but his friend is absolutely laying the blame on your ex's feet. Like, he just was so stubborn and,
Oh, that sounds so much like Travis.
yeah, because he thinks, I don't know if you knew this, but Travis would never have moved on it, but he had a little bit of a crush on you. Did you know that?
No, well, I think they both might have when they were in their teens. I did not know that. No, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And just talking about, you turned in such a beautiful, amazing, stable partner in this life, and your ex just couldn't appreciate that. And he's like, that is his fault. He's also saying that your ex has been having a little bit of health concerns and he's not taking them seriously. Do you know that to be true?
He hasn't shared that with me. It's a little bit, I hear about it every once in a while, but.
So you've heard rumblings of it, but he hasn't told you specifically.
Correct.
Okay, very good. So that's enough to confirm what he is saying is accurate, that he is having a little bit of health concerns, and he's only giving it a halfway glance of like, yeah. Like, he's not full force taking seriously what the doctor is saying, and he does need to do that.
Okay.
Now he's talking about your son, who he said is his namesake. And first of all, he wants to say that I was like, are you just saying that because this boy is named after you? Because he talking about how handsome your son is.
Oh, he is so cute. I'm built like you would not believe.
Yes, I'm hearing that. Because I sat with the spirit. I said, are you just saying that because he's saying that for you? And he said, no, seriously.
He's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, your boy is beautiful. And he's also beautiful on the inside. He is a little bit immature, but he is
Into that.
yes, but he will grow out of that. He is just a beautiful soul on the inside and out. He's also, now, is your son old enough to go to college yet?
Yes.
Is he in college?
No. He's in the Army.
Is he taking classes?
He's studying for to get into the Rangers. So he's studying, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, very good. I will take that because he keeps showing me, I guess I didn't think about that because he's showing me him studying book work. You think of Rangers as just working on your body, but I guess there's book work
It's
involved.
ASVAB. He has to score a certain amount to get in. Physically, he's perfect for it.
Mm-hmm. There is, I'm not sure if there are, maybe my husband can answer this, if there's like tutors or if there's ways that you can mentors, you said? He needs to find someone because there's a section of this test. I don't know how it's broken down. I'm not familiar with it, but there's a section of this test your son's not going to do well in.
Okay.
And he's hoping that he can pull up his score by doing well in the other sections. He needs a mentor that's going to help him in this little section because if he can get this section, I must be on the right track because my husband's nodding his head like he understood. Yeah. So yes, make sure he's getting someone who can give him a full spectrum view of this test and what he's going into because he can pass it, but there's this little section that he's struggling with and he's not giving it enough credence.
Okay. I'll pass that on. Yep.
Hold on just a second. What?
Word on the street is land navigation is the hardest part.
Okay, so that might be it. My husband just said that word on the street is that land navigation is the hardest part of this test and where most people struggle.
Okay.
So make sure he is really solid on that and he's not using the other areas to bring it up because he will pass
Okay.
if he makes sure he studies and gets some help in this area.
Okay. I will do that.
Now, Stacey, are you remarried?
Yes.
This new guy treats you so well.
He does. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
He's my soulmate. He's my best friend in the whole world.
I will
Even
tell you that
Roger,
Travis
his
had
dad
me a little bit nervous though when he was talking about this new person. I was like, "Oh Lord, what do you
No,
have to
he's
say?"
such a good man. He's
Yeah.
a good man.
He said that. I was like, "Oh, thank goodness." It's gonna be. I don't have to give her any warnings. It's all good. So yes, I do hear that. I'm also hearing that y'all are about to take a vacation, and it's overdue.
Oh, good.
Do you know what vacation he's talking about?
We are camping this weekend in Landon. My youngest son, who's named after Travis, is coming home for the weekend. So I'm super excited. And we're going to spend time together. So
I'm feeling a bigger trip coming up in.
we've been talking about it. Maybe in New York, maybe someplace different. Everything
Yes.
going on in the world, we're not real sure, but we definitely want to do something different.
I'm feeling around the end of August into September.
Okay.
And hearing, and he is saying, take that trip. Y'all deserve it.
Aw.
All right. Thank you, Miss Stacy.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. That was a fun one. Thank y'all for liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate y'all. Thank you. Fun one. Thank y'all for liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate y'all. Thank you. I appreciate everyone's support. Don't forget, if y'all want to join a free event I have coming up July 18th, go to my website and register for that. Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, and it is under the event section. And go to my website and register for that. Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, and it is under the event section, and we're going to be doing all kinds of things. We're going to be doing some readings. I'm going to have some of my Divine Collective members there doing card reads. We're going to break down the Divine Collective about components of it. All right, so let's see. Thank you, Miss Kara. I would love to see Kara. I would love to see you in the Divine Collective. You'd be the great thing about the Divine Collective is the only people who really join are people, of course, who resonate with me. So they're all very sweet and compassionate and loving. Really join are people, of course, who resonate with me. So they're all very sweet and compassionate and loving and kind. And you can just be your authentic self there and no one's going to judge you. Okay. So the first, I was hearing, I couldn't decide. There was two. Oh, am I freezing?
I can't see you on this screen at all, but you're on this one.
Okay. So hopefully, am I finished? Hopefully I'm not freezing. We're getting new internet.
Unstable internet.
When are we getting a new internet?
Saturday.
Saturday we're getting internet.
Unstable internet.
When are we getting a new internet?
Saturday.
Saturday we're getting new internet because FastWire, I'm so sorry. Don't do it. Don't do it, people. FastWire is no good. FastWire has left me without internet. I had to do things from I had to go do things from my daughter's house. So, you know, I thought it was my Wi-Fi. So, you know, I thought it was my Wi-Fi. So am I doing, I'm bouncing still?
It's not.
I wonder if it
Do you
is
send to go out?
phone. That might be better. I'm going to join from my phone. So
Do you also send, is this the 1 hour warning?
hopefully not. Okay, here I go. I'm going to go live from my phone. We'll see if that's better.
She said it's breaking up pretty bad. I see.
Okay, here I go. I'm going to go live from my phone. We'll see if that's better.
She said it's breaking up pretty bad. I see that.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go out. Hang tight. I'm going to go out, but I'm just going to come in on my phone. But I'm just going to come in on my phone.